In today's session, I thought I'd put these as a topic. Couldn't spell illness, I do apologize. But they can say they were ill, or if they had a disease before they passed. So if any spirits would like to come through, this is Detecta Lazaria, and I'm here to help, here to listen and have a little conversation. I have 4 cat balls. The one in front of the disease is brand new. If you had a disease, you could probably tap this one and that one to let me know you had that versus an illness, which would be this one and that one. So can you tell me anything about yourself if you did? And especially those unfortunate children that had to succumb some type of illness or
Vernon.
disease. Is Vernon a name? You can use the black device that looks like a remote, which you just did. So yellow means yes. So if your name is Vernon, can you go to the yellow again? Okay. So Vernon, did you have any of these? Did you fall ill or did you have a disease? Somebody activated the cat ball already, unless it was a fluke. But it was a dark orange cat right by the ill. As I was setting it up, it went off again. Could have been a fluke. Was that anybody letting me know that they were ill? Oh, okay. So you guys weren't able to see it because I literally just clicked the button on and it was doing its round and then it turned off and then I noticed it went back on again. I'm like, oh, but I haven't even clicked the other 3. So somebody already came through right away. So maybe that was Vernon. So I do apologize that a lot of times, especially in the past, there wasn't a cure for these, either an illness you had or a disease. And unfortunately, we still have no cure for specific diseases or illnesses. Just depends on the type. You know, unfortunately, I lost a few of my relatives because of this. Are any of my...
Brown eyes.
Are any of my family members here? My relatives, are they here with me? Because again, I had a few that happened to succumb from one of these. And I know that, you know, it was a big family tree, I'm sure, but the ones that are more like close, that we had, you know, family gatherings, connections, that kind of thing, those family members are the ones that I'm more knowing of the illness and disease. If you want to put your name down, you could, or if you want to just tap the ball, ideally, again, if you can, I mean, it is what it is, but if you were to say you did have a disease, maybe these 2, and then if you felt ill, those 2. One by question mark and the one over there.
Concentrate.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Again, to gain any energy, I have 3 lights turned on in the room. 2 lamps, as well as a ceiling light. Those are the ways to gain energy. Not through me.
Young.
Young. Well, my assumption is you passed away young due to one of these. So you felt ill or had a disease and you were young. So let me finish. So it can't take energy from me, the device I'm holding, nor this device that has a green light constantly on. It's called the EMFmeter. Please don't use this to gain energy, just the lights. If need be, I do have this big device called an iPad.
Castle.
That's plugged in. Oh, was there a big disease and you guys were kind of like the plague? Were you in the times where there was a plague that hit the royal palace, the castle, or maybe just in general? You lived in a castle and you fortunately had to succumb because it was such a busy, big place that they had to contain you guys? And I do apologize that because there was no cure and some of them wiped out, from towns to above. Well, I mean, there's a ceiling light above. Or were they mentioning that the tap was above? I did hear a sound. Did you make a tap or a knock on the ceiling just a bit ago? Above? Oh, okay. Yeah, I did hear it. Yeah, there's so many illnesses and disease that took over and wiped out, like I said, almost states. It just, yeah, it was pretty bad. So we also had a recent pandemic that started 2020 called COVID, and it wiped out a good amount of people. And we had to wait about a year or so before we can get a vaccine to help us. So, I mean, again, it was people's choices to take the vaccine or not. But some didn't have any luck to get that vaccine in time, and they passed away. I'm so sorry that they did. And a lot of times they were, oh, okay.
I'm with my parents.
So Vernon, are you the young one that's with your parents? Or is this another young spirit that's with their parents? Okay. Were you living in a castle by chance? Oh.
Hello there.
Hello. How are you guys doing, by the way? I've been asked that, which I don't remember getting that before. So how are you guys doing? I mean, in the afterlife, in heaven, how are you guys feeling? Let me know. I'm hoping that even though you unfortunately succumb through a disease or an illness, that you don't have that anymore and you're cured from whatever it was when you went into the afterlife in heaven. It's like a whole clean slate. And ideally, you shouldn't feel that anymore. Maybe the memories are still there, but ideally the feeling of it. And obviously, dealing with what you had to deal with. Watch out.
Watch out.
Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I'll be right back. BRB. Forgot something important. Oh.
Please stay back.
Yes, I'm sorry. Can you guess what I forgot? Let's hope that this works. Again, I had it up somewhere so the cat wouldn't mess with it.
Greta.
Greta. Oh. Hello, Greta. It's an old name. Welcome. Did you succumb through any of these? An illness or a disease?
The others scare me.
Oh. Well, that's why I put the salt. In case it was a bad entity or a bad spirit, I put these as a barrier. Hopefully it helps. I'm so sorry. I totally didn't expect that to come through right away. So I do apologize. So did you succumb through an illness or disease? Or succumb by? Okay. And like I said, if you could, I mean, it's probably too soon, but if you could, you know what I'm going to do? Hold on. I do a little shaky. But I'm going to move this if I can without activating it. These two, ideally for somebody who unfortunately got a disease and passed away. And then these two, I guess you don't need the question mark. These two right here are for the illness. So if you want to let me know which one you unfortunately passed away due to, you can just tap a cat ball if possible. That'd be nice. And the only reason why I put the bell in there is because in old hospitals, and probably even current, they have a little bell by the nurse's office or a little station, and you would ring the bell to get her attention. So maybe a nurse is here and she can ring it. Or maybe you patient would like to ring it. So, oh.
Don't mess with me.
Oh my. I think it's because I have the salt. Okay. I pray to God that this is the wind. Is this the one that's saying the one that just... oh, good Lord. The one that just said this phrase that just popped up. Are you the one making the noises around the room? I hear some tapping now. Oh. Is it because I have the salt and you're upset that you can't come through? Oh.
Ionophilia.
That's an old name, at least that I can say. Hello, Ophelia. Is this the one that said don't mess with me? Or are you brand new? Brand new, because I don't remember your name at all. So are you somebody who succumbed through, or, you know, unfortunately passed away due to...
Stink.
Stink? Did you bypass through an illness or a disease? Okay. Ophelia, that is some interesting name, to be honest. Let's see how many people passed away with that name. Oh, you know, just about 18,000 and find a grave.
Wisdom.
Wisdom. Okay, so it's on the East Coast, southern states, so far just by looking at it, like Kentucky, Georgia, New York, Maryland. So I wonder if they came from further away.
My name is Joseph.
Oh, now we have a Joseph. Hello, Joseph. Just curious. Huh. Okay, could I go back to Ophelia real quick? Did you by chance live in Rhode Island? In a state near Rhode Island? Massachusetts? Georgia? So you're from Georgia? Oh.
We're at peace.
Well, I'm glad you're at peace. Okay. So Georgia, Okay, well, there's less than 1,400 records for Ophelia in Georgia state. Just curious. And of course, Joseph is too far of a common name. So, Joseph, did you pass away due to any of these? Is that why your name's popping up here? You're also joining in to let me know? Okay, so apparently there's a lot of you guys that unfortunately passed away to either a disease or an illness. Which I had
Victim.
Victim. You were a victim to this disease or an illness? So you would consider the disease something that did something to you, like a M? Okay. And you had no control over it, couldn't stop it, even though you could have been in a hospital in hopes to cure your illness or disease, but there wasn't enough either time or medicine or a cure, especially in those olden times. Curious, did anyone have a disease that required chemotherapy? Radiation? Isolation? So, like, you had to be away from people to prevent from spreading the disease or illness? Okay. Were you in a hospital? Or, like, they call it an asylum, for some. Were you in an asylum by chance? So, say you had TB, tuberculosis. Were you in a isolated cell to prevent the spread?
I'm very lonely here.
Well, I'm here to talk and I'm here to talk. If you need someone's strong and very Is this Joseph? Joseph, is this you that's saying you're very alone and going strong in the EMF? Well, I'm here to help. What can I do? Can I say a prayer for you? If you'd like me to say a prayer, could you tap one of those balls or make a really loud sound? And just so you know, the prayer would be after the session. And to the other spirits, can you help Joseph feel less lonely? Can you guys make friends? That'd be nice if you could, so he doesn't feel so alone. And I'm here 24/7 pretty much, so I hope he doesn't feel too lonely.
Misery.
Misery? Do you feel do you still feel like you're in misery? Is that the state you're in currently? I'm sorry. So I do have to apologize. I gotta have some water real quick. Did your family get to visit you prior to your passing? To any spirits, did any of your family members get to say their goodbyes before you passed away? Okay, that's good to hear from whoever is letting me know. Because I know, unfortunately, some were so sudden that they had no chance to get the goodbyes, which is even more sad. But knowing that you guys are at peace, that's good to hear. Were any of the spirits here by chance children? Are these more like a little older?
Recording.
Yes, I am recording. Yes, I'm recording. So there's one disease that I kind of had a topic of, or not topic, but I mentioned, and it was scarlet fever. Did anybody pass away due to scarlet fever? Can you let me know through either the EMF device or one of these cat balls? Maybe not. Did anyone pass away due to the C word? Which was many different types of C words. Did anybody pass away? That was one of the big ones. Unfortunately, it has different types that are tied to that C word. I'm just curious if it'll say it here. And unfortunately, like I said, I had some family members that passed away due to it. Different types. What about ammonia? Did anybody pass away due to ammonia? The one that took over your lungs?
Watch out, witchcraft.
Oh. What about meningitis? Did anyone pass away recently? Anybody pass away due to the COVID pandemic disease? No? Oh, okay.
Feeling.
Feeling? Did you start to feel ill, like just a general cold or a flu? Not aware that it was going to be worse than just your daily unfortunate cold or flu? And unfortunately, it did not cure or get better, and it unfortunately took your life. Is that what happened? You were starting to feel a sudden cold or a flu or a fever, and you unfortunately couldn't cure it or get it to go away?
Important.
Important? Were you an important person? Were you by chance a doctor? Did anybody who was in the hospital, like a doctor, succumb due to a disease or illness after trying to treat those patients? And just so the children know, if there are any children, I do have the ghost motion detector, which is the far left in the front corner. 3 white ghosts on top of each other. That's a little motion detector. If you get close to it, it goes off. If you want to have fun and run around and play, if you want to. Also, in case you want to have fun too, or in case those that aren't aware how this capital system works, again, if you could.
Noise.
Noise? Oh.
Hit.
My theory is that they hit the wall and made a noise. Did you guys try to hit a wall and make a noise to the right to me? Okay, I heard something. Okay. So in case those are new and don't know how to use
Draco.
Draco. Oh, hi Draco. He's one of my little kids that come through. Draco, welcome back. Hi. I think he knows how to do some of this stuff, but in case, the ghost motion detector is over there to the far left, front by the closet. And then I'm just gonna let these newcomers know how to use these cat balls. I think you know how, but let's just see. So, if possible, if you had a disease, could you tap either of these? And the illness, like I said, if you could tap either of these, lets me know if you had an illness versus the disease. I'm going to go ahead and click this to show you how to do it. And then, of course, I picked the one that doesn't want to work. There you go.
Knox.
Knox. I heard a sound behind me. I really do believe that it was a spirit constantly hitting that green tub, because I haven't heard it since, or at least for a few days.
C.
Did anybody unfortunately succumb through an illness or a disease while they were traveling the seas? Or maybe did you get seasickness? Because I know that some had big ships and boats that had a lot of people, and unfortunately a lot of them, because it was such tight enclosement, that the illness or disease spread pretty quickly. And then as soon as they got on shore, if they could, they had to go into a containment area to try to ward off the whatever it was and try to get better. But unfortunately, a lot of them did not make it. So,
Empowerment.
So, just to let you know, I cannot physically see you with my eyes at all. It's an unfortunate thing. I don't have the senses to see you. But if you tap either of these 4 balls, either of them, ideally if you could, if you let me know which one you succumb by, it lets me know you're right here with me. Or if you get close to that, I don't know if this works, but over here is a 3 ghost plastic device called a motion detector.
Usually.
Oh, usually I see you, but I'm not aware of it. Oh. Because like I said, I've had a couple where it was weird. It's like a weird shiny light, but there's no explanation how that light got there. Or like a weird floaty thing. I'm like, huh? But it could have been cat fur. Shadows. There was one specific shadow that scared the bejeebies out of me. But I debunked it. Hole? But I debunked it. It was unfortunately due to the school getting out at that time and the sun hitting just right, a car going by, in the reflection, and it just made this perfect dark portrait of a head. And I was like, oh my god. I was eating my hamburger and I freaked out. And then I left the hamburger, went to run to make sure there was nobody, like a bystander nearby. And then, you know what's funny? My sister's dog ate the hamburger within 2 seconds. She's like, ooh, free hamburger. Nom, 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 nom. And I'm like, no, my lunch. Yeah, happy dog, sad me. And then, of course, like I said, I debunked it by proving to myself as I filmed it to see what would happen. And I saw the exact same thing. I'm like, oh, man. It would have been interesting if I did see a shadow of a spirit. But it definitely was scary because it was really dark on the wall. Kind of like this. Do you guys show yourself to others by putting a shadow on the wall? Say family members can see you. Have you guys done that for your family that are living? Have you tried to manifest a shadow to let them know you're here?
Occurrence.
And you mentioned hole. Were you guys unfortunately put in a big hole? Like a mass grave? And, you know, because there was such a widespread disease or illness, they didn't have enough time to bury you guys properly, and so they just dug a big hole and then unfortunately dropped the bodies into the pit. Well, I guess you can call it pit. And then just, it's like a mass gravesite. Did anybody unfortunately feel like that's what happened to them? Oh, wow, yeah.
Ionophilia.
Oh, hey, Ophelia again. Yes, I had you. You're back? Ophelia, are you back or have you been with me in this session? You said your name twice in a 30-minute span. Okay.
I love to sing.
Ophelia, did you like to sing? Is that something you did? Were you it was a past ancient times, or so basically were you living the 1800s? Were you by chance singing in a bar or a saloon?
Fiendish.
Fiendish? Oh. Well, I bet you had a beautiful voice. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Did any of these unfortunately cause you to lose your voice prior to passing? Are you able to sing still up in the afterlife in heaven? Are you like an angel type spirit where you can sing? That's good to hear. And does your singing help other spirits? Like, especially those children? Could I ring the bell for you guys? Would that make any memory?
Hate.
Hate? You don't want it? Okay. You hate that idea? So don't do it? Okay. Is there a reason why you hate the bell? Does it bring back bad memories? Or perhaps it just, you hate it because it doesn't work? Okay.
Maleficent.
That, or maybe they're saying that they hate bad stuff. That are Maleficent? Well, again, I'm hoping that these 3 little dishes of salt helps from keeping them away from this center area. By the way, I'm just curious. It's not related to this topic, but I had a session yesterday, off camera. Is Brenda here still? The spirit that lives on this land, is she still here? If so, can you let me know, Brenda, if you are here, by going to the orange light on the EMFmeter? Because your name, I spelt it out, and then it was said on the
Pulse.
Pulse? My theory is maybe it's like a nurse feeling somebody's pulse. Were you a nurse by chance, anyone? And your pulse, I mean, you were trying to feel people's pulse? Otherwise, my other thing would be maybe it was somebody whose pulse did not exist after they unfortunately succumbed to one of these. Well, Brenda, if you're here, could you maybe tap any of these cat balls? It's been a long time since I've had a session with you or heard your name. So I don't know if it was just coincidence that I just used Ghost Tube and it said your name after I spelled it. Just like this. I said, can you say any of these things? And it said Brenda. And I'm like, what? Of all the things it could have said, it said Brenda. So that's why I'm wondering if she was tied to that app versus tied to the land. I want to make sure.
Under the ground.
Under the ground. So Brenda is indeed buried under here, under this house, under the land that the house is on. Okay. I just haven't heard your name in a long while until I started using Ghost Tube again. Just want to make sure. It's been a while. I did hear some things that kind of felt like it was you, but there are other Native Americans that also lived in this land.
Genevieve.
Genevieve? Hello, welcome back, Genevieve. Did you succumb any of these? A disease or an illness?
You are seen.
That's good to hear. So if I wave, you might be able to wave back. I don't know. If you're seeing any shadows, it's me. Just waving. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know where you're at. That's the problem. If you tap any of these balls, that's how I know where to wave at. But I'm just waving. All right, I'm done waving. And you notice the Ghost Tube didn't go off. Ghost Tube. I mean, Ghost. I keep calling it Ghost Tube now by accident. The ghost motion detector. Harold, Stephen, and Buffy. Oh, that's right. Hold on. Just real quickly. Children, I totally forgot. I re-hid Oogie Boogie Woogie. Oogie.
Horseshoe.
Horseshoe? Oh. Bobby? Are you here? By the way, the horseshoe is no longer in the room. I put it in the box with Bobby's stuff. So anyways, I hit Oogie Boogie Woogie. Oh! Somebody, okay, I don't know. Did you just tell me that you felt ill? Wait, Bobby, did you fall ill? The horse? Can the horse actually tell me that he fell ill prior to his passing? What? What? Aw. I mean, he was, well, supposedly he was 33 years old. And he was old. So you actually got an illness before you passed away? Or well, you didn't pass away, unfortunately. He was, yeah, I can't say. So basically, because of his situation, he fell ill and he obviously wasn't doing well. The person had to make a big decision, right? Mm-hmm. Oh. So it wasn't old age? You caught something?
Agatha.
Oh, Agatha. Hold on. Now I'm confused. Sorry, which one tapped the cat ball? Bobby? The horse? Or was it Agatha?
Cold.
Cold. Oh, did you get a cold? Like, like the illness, the cold? You feel sick with the cold? Are you trying to make it feel cold? Or was it a cold night or cold day that your last day was?
Shot.
Oh. Well, sorry. Bobby? Is this Bobby still? Bobby the horse, is this still you? Are you telling me what happened?
Alive.
Alive. Oh. Oh shit. Okay. So basically, wait, hold on. So you were alive. You got shot. So this might be Bobby. So again, supposedly they think that's a humane way to do it prior to what they did to him. Because he was, again, feeling, I'm assuming, ill. If this was Bobby tapping the cat ball twice. Because it did say horseshoe. And like I said, the people that own the ranch had to make a decision to end the suffering of Bobby. And I'm assuming they did that while he was alive. Was it painless? I mean, was it quick, basically? If it was quick, can you maybe tap the cat ball again? And when I say quick and painless, I mean, like, you didn't even see it coming, hopefully. And I'm hoping that you're really at peace, Bobby. Again, I don't know if the cat ball is going to go off, but I'm just going to show. He's over here. His station's over here. And
Many died here.
Many died here. If you're referring to where I'm at, I'm sure there have been many people that have died, especially Native Americans, settlers, and obviously people living currently in the late 1800s, 1900s, and 2000s. They all fell either a disease or illness or just, other things. Bobby, was that you at the very beginning when I set this up? Was that you coming through right away? Because your stuff is here. Were you here when I was setting it up? And you're the one that tapped it after I... Okay.
Genevieve.
Oh, it was Genevieve. Wait, Genevieve tapped that one? Oh, I'm walking around.
I'm walking around.
So again, it says, Genevieve, you were seen, then it said horseshoe. And then that's when the cat ball went off. So maybe it was Genevieve. I'm getting confused because so Genevieve, were you the one that was shot alive? Or was that Bobby? So now I'm getting mixed up because Bobby did unfortunately get shot alive. Can you maybe confirm, Genevieve, if you were telling me this stuff and I got mixed up, and I do apologize if I did? Can you tap it again if you were the one that was coming through saying you had an illness and to, quote, cure you, to make you feel better? They did that to you because they just didn't want you to suffer anymore? If you want to tap to confirm. And then she is walking around, so I don't know if she's going to take a while. And I do eventually have to end this session. I do apologize. This wasn't supposed to be an hour-long session. Oh, 1700s.
1700s.
So Genevieve is from the 1700s? Okay. And I'm assuming if she tapped the cat ball there, she fell ill. So the illness took her life.
I can use my voice.
Okay.
Black Death.
Excuse me. Let me check that out. Is that anything to do with the disease? Oh, wow. Check it out. So, the Black Death, a devastating pandemic of bubonic plague that swept through Europe in the mid-14th century, which unfortunately estimated that it made between 30 to 60% of Europe's population disappear due to the disease. So one of you guys that's here just told me that you passed away due to the Black Death from Europe from the 14th century. Wow. I mean, it didn't look too good. Wow. Oh, wow. Okay, so in case those people don't know, the ones that are watching, the disease was primarily spread by the infected fleas on rodents, particularly rats, and manifested in two main forms, bubonic and pneumona. Yeah, here we go. That word.
One light.
One light. Well, there's 3 lights on, so are you using one light to gain energy? And yes, there is one light still that's going to remain on. That just lets me know it's on, in case that's what they're referring to either. But yeah, it's pretty, wow. So it was between the 1346 to 1353. I'm trying to read it on the encyclopedia. Holy moly's! It was one of the most fatal pandemics in human history. As many as 50 million people perished, and perhaps about 50% of Europe's 14th century population. Oh my God, wow. All because of some fleas on rats. Oh. We really gotta get rid of those rats. I'm so sorry, that's a lot.
Argument.
Was there a lot of argument because of the disease caused panic? And people were unfortunately scared to death because they couldn't know who was actually infected or not? And you guys started maybe some arguments? Otherwise, maybe there's an argument happening right now. So we're trying to make this a peaceful session, so please don't have any arguments. If you're fighting over balls, there's 4 balls. There's plenty of walls and doors to knock on. And there's a ghost motion detector to have fun with too. So if that's the case, I don't know if it was referring to during that time. So wow. And you know what? You guys totally, oh wow. Thank you. I guess the argument maybe have been this? I don't know. Thank you for letting me. So did you die from the disease of the Black Plague? And that's what you're tapping the ball for? All right. So was this... I don't think I got your name yet. Did you tell me your name by chance already? It's not Genevieve, because she was the 1700s. Is this maybe Agatha? Ophelia? She said her name twice. Assault.
Assault.
Did you guys feel like you were being assaulted by the disease? Or maybe people took advantage of the times to do stuff like that? Well, let me know if your name is Ophelia, that mentioned the Black Death. If you did, can you do the cat ball again? If you were indeed Ophelia. If you weren't, can you tell me your name? And after this, I will need to end the session. So if you need any last words or want to say anything, please do in the next minute or two. And then I have to canon. My only thing is cannon, like, you know, like the cannon thingy that shoots out a cannonball. They did say castle. Is that something they did to wipe out people? Did they use a cannon? And
No, I won't.
No, I won't. Oh, no, you won't say your name? Or no, you won't click the ball? Oh.
Believe us.
I do believe you. I do believe you. The fact that you said Black Death, and I had to Google that, and the fact that I'm mentioning illnesses and disease, it's correlating to my topic.
So what's in your hand?
Oh, well, of course you wouldn't know what this is, because if you were from the 14th century, they didn't have these. It's a camera-like device. We call it an iPad. And it lets me film. And unfortunately, the filming needs to end so I can get ready for my day. I just thought it'd be nice to get in touch with the spirits that unfortunately passed away due to an illness or a disease. And I think I've had a couple that come through. And I do apologize if I completely mixed up some things. It just, like I said, some words before a capital, and I thought it was this person, or aka Bobby, but maybe it was Genevieve. I don't know. I do apologize. But I did get Ophelia twice, Genevieve twice, and other names. And then I did also get shot alive. So I don't know if this was somebody who had an illness or disease that was alive and then they got shot to...
Hello there.
Hello there again. I also had hello there twice. It might be the same spirit. The young one. Which I kind of already forgot the name. I had Joseph. What did I have before that? No, I forgot. Alright. Well, okay, how about this? Doesn't matter which ball. Just hit any ball. If you would like me to give a specific prayer for the ones that had been infected with a disease or succumb due to an illness, if you would like me to say a prayer before I end my day, or start my day, I will gladly do that. Again, if you were to able to let me know just by tapping a cat ball, I will take the time.
Planet.
Oh. Well, unfortunately, one of the diseases, or a couple of the diseases, did wipe out a good chunk of the planet. But planet could just be anything being said. So, if you like that idea to say a prayer for you, I will. But it would be nice if you just let me know by tapping or holding on. Well, ideally just tapping a cat ball.
You're safe here.
That's good. So this might be working. Yes, you know what? I'll just say the prayer anyways. I think you guys deserve a nice prayer. I'll say it. I'll find one for you guys. Whoever has been here. Otherwise, you can pass the prayer to your friends and family up there. Maybe you can say that to them. I don't know how it works. Hopefully it can get spread up there to listen to me. So I'm going to go ahead and end this because, like I said, I have stuff I got to get going to. It was a pleasure to meet you all. Ophelia, Genevieve, Agatha, Joseph, and others that have come through. Maybe Bobby. And in case you were somebody that I unfortunately did not get a name, Again, thank you for coming through. And then for the children, hopefully you're
alone.
Alone. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm still here. I just have to do things, okay? So my thing is, children, adults, can you help whoever's alone? Can you go to them and make them feel more at home? Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna find a prayer and say that, and then get going to wherever I need to go. So, this is Detective Lazaria Ikenini signing out. I'm gonna tap my new one. You can tap if you want. Otherwise, it is see you the next time. By the way, as for record, this is a new ball. The one that I had, dead. So I'll show you real quick, actually.
Pour.
Pour? This must have been during that time, maybe? Hold on. Where did the ball go? Oh, way far away. So here's the ball. Just had, oops, all right. Didn't mean to tap that one. Okay, so this is what it looks like. See? So I replaced it. And I don't think you can even tap it to let it activate anymore. Yeah, see? Oh, barely. But see how it doesn't stay on. So may you rest in peace, ball. Hey, maybe Fiona or Baby would like to play with it. So, all right, sorry. Again, it's just for my own record to be like, when did that get replaced? All right, bye. Again, you guys can stick around for a little bit, but I'm going to get going. It's been, again, a pleasure. Bye.